Identifying sadhu is also a challenge because general criteria is one who's putting on tilak and having neck beads and wearing saffron cloths is sadhu. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Griye thako, vane thako, sada hari bale dako. No matter if you are renounced or if you are householder, that is not important. The important is how much you dedicated in the dedicated in the mission of Mahaprabhu. What's your contribution in the mission of Mahaprabhu? Some grasta says, oh, we are very simple, we are just working, a family, children, what I can contribute? You can contribute a lot. Why I'm saying this? Because general criteria is sadhus is one who is wearing saffron cloths, brahmachari or sannyasi, but householders are also sadhu. And on many examples, they are far superior than sannyasis. Yes. Is the intent is more important. In Krishna consciousness, intent is more important than the activities. Kicking on the chest of the Lord, no one can even dream of this. But if Bhrigu is kicking on the chest of the Lord, Krishna didn't take his offense because his intent was not to offend him. The intent was to glorify him. So what intent we are practicing or we want to practice Krishna consciousness, that's more important rather than activities. That's more important. So we have to be very, very careful and aware of the levels of association. The levels of association. Therefore, Rup Goswami Pad, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, my Guru Maharaj, Shri Srimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Shri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, all acharyas, they always instructed us to be in a higher association. One who's in a higher association can see more far distance objects and can go into subtleties of the Gaudiya Siddhantas. So if we are associating with those sadhus, just like for in school, a child in the grade 1 is also called student. Child in the grade 9th and 10th is also student. Child who's going university is also student. And one who is doing PhD is also student. But they have different levels. So anyone chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, reading Bhagavatam is sadhu. But there are different levels of sadhu. So it's always advisable to associate with higher level sadhus. Higher level sadhus. Because only by associating with them we can go into the details and subtleties of the Gaudiya Siddhanta. Mm-hmm. If we are not getting acquainted with the vichar, I mean the subtle points of Gaudiya philosophy, it's so difficult to advance in bhakti. So difficult. And for that, we are blessed by Mahaprabhu that he sent his associates, the 6 Goswamis. And if we don't read the books of 6 Goswamis, which Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur made simplified in his bhajans and his books, we can't advance in bhakti. Very important to learn the subtle details of Gaudiya philosophy.
Mm. We see that in the context of Srila Prabhupada, there are many disciples who had very close association, but then as time went on, we see maybe they left or they stopped practicing or whatever the case. So I would say that they did get higher association because they took association of Srila Prabhupada. So how does one, what do you mean by when you associate with higher devotees? What does that association mean? Because we see that in that example, maybe they left bhakti. So What's a detail of how to associate?
One of very prominent disciple of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, Nitla Vishnu Om Vishnupad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosai Maharaj, he wrote one article and he gave a wonderful example. Any seed being sowed in the soil near to the Ganga, enhance its nature. The Karela, the bitter gourd, get more bitter.
Oh, really?
The mango get more sweeter
Right.
because of fertile land and all the favorable breeze or the water from the Ganga. Similarly, coming in proximity or staying close to a Mahabhagavad and being stubborn with one's nature, then more lust and more anger, more greed will develop. This is how he's explaining. The Karela, the mango, get more bitter and more sweet because it's not submissive and still stubborn with its own qualities.
Oh, wow.
So if I approach a pure devotee with some other motives, my all other motives means motives which are not favorable to bhakti or Krishna, those motives or those nature will grow more by staying to a Mahabhagavad. Just like Ganga is so pure and powerful, pure devotees, Mahabhagavad is also very pure and powerful. So more lust will grow, more anger and envious, all these qualities. Because of the reason I have not surrendered to them. And I'm more confident on my attitude and my qualities. But when the point surrenderness comes, then there is no any room for my own personal attitude or my who am I? Nothing. That needs 100% surrender mode.